Hey guys, it's Siobhan. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to record a video for you, duh. But I was supposed to do this video a while ago and somebody was kind enough to remind me that, hey, you forgot to do it. Now I'm not gonna lie, I have had a couple of rough past weeks as far as school going, so I kind of put video recording on the back burner a little bit and would really only do it on like weekends on my days off, which is what I'm doing now. It is my day off. Tuesday is my day off every single week because they forgot to change my work schedule now that I no longer have class on Tuesday nights, and I'm not about to remind them of that. But so I'm going to be doing a battle of the Yoni washes for you. Now originally I was supposed to be doing 3 washes, but I never ended up getting the 3rd wash, and now there are 2 other washes on the market, so I'm just going to do a comparison really of the 2 that I have, and then when I get wash number 3 and 4, eventually I'll do like a full-on smackdown to tell you which one I think is better. These 2 I can't really do like a battle because they don't have a similar formula. Now wash number 1 and wash number 3 have the same formula, and wash number 2 and wash number 4 have similar formulas. So I'm probably going to do a smackdown between those 2 because they're more similar, if that makes sense. Like, what's the point of making doing a battle of washes that have have nothing going on that are similar between the 2 of them, if you get what I'm going with. But I'm going to show you what I have and I'm going to run through them. So if you're still interested, let's get into it. Alright, so the first wash that I have here is actually the one that I've been rocking with for probably the past 6 months. It has become like my favorite wash, and this is the Honey Pot Feminine Wash in the Moisture formula. I did a review on the Sensitive and the Normal formula. I will link that down below for you guys, but this is my favorite formula out of the 3 that I've tried. There are 5 formulas total. There is Normal, Sensitive, Moisture, Preggers, and Girls. Now 2 of them I can do nothing with, and the other 2 I can use, but this one just happens to be my favorite. So this one is brand new. Why? Because I ran the other ones empty in my bathroom, and I've been using a different wash to try to get back into the feel of using something different. But so this one I do like because it comes out as a foam, like you will see in the previous video that I'll link down below for you guys. This one actually, you shake it up and it comes out as a foam. It's very different. Now then, I will tell you, you should not and cannot really use this with a washcloth, because using a washcloth with it will cause, 1, the washcloth to absorb it, and 2, washcloths aren't really that good for constantly having to reuse them. You can never really 100% get the bacteria in a washcloth out. So this one makes you get really intimate with your lady parts. Now if you're not okay with that, pass on this one, because there's no point in getting it if you're not going to really be comfortable with touching yourself. Now it is different to me it's different touching yourself as masturbating versus touching yourself to getting to clean yourself and getting to know yourself. Yes, you're getting to touch yourself either way, but there's a huge difference between the 2, if that makes any sense. So this one is definitely more for getting intimate with yourself. You can't use a washcloth with it. It foams, and it's pH balancing, which is great for everybody. And now that I will say, when you first use this, until your body kind of gets accustomed to it, it might feel like it dries you out just a little bit, but that could just be the formula. I did notice that even the Sensitive one kind of dried me out a little bit, but it also could be because I wash my Yoni twice a day. Not everybody does that. I do it morning and I do it before I go to bed. So this might dry you out. It could be the formula. You could always switch and try one of the other ones. I stepped from Normal to Sensitive, and then I went down to Moisture, and I've been staying with Moisture since then. The last time I got a normal size bottle came in my Black Joy box, and I gave it to my mother. I don't know if she's ever used it, because I know my mom is very picky and very finicky about what she puts down there. So the next wash that I have is the original wash that I used to use, and I've started using it again for this video specifically. This is the Ashley's Naturals Queen's Wash, and this is also, it says it's gentle enough for daily use. This is what the bottle looks like. Now then, straight off the bat, I will say that I do not like the fact that this has the herbs in it at the bottom. I don't know if you're going to be, well, yeah, you can kind of see that. It does have, I guess, lavender and rosemary buds inside the actual formula, and because of this type of formula where it doesn't foam and it comes out as a liquid, you kind of have to use it with a cloth or something. And with that being said, with the type of formula this has, with the sticks and stuff in it, pretty much, you will get that on your washcloth every now and then. If you're not paying attention, you will accidentally scratch yourself down there with the stick from the formula. Now then, that's not a problem for everybody. It just happens to be one for me. With that being said, anything and anything rubbing my skin the wrong way will kind of make me break out a little bit. So the sticks, the herbs, not really a huge fan of it. I wish she had an option on her website to be able to choose whether you want, you know, the formula with the sticks in it or the one without it, because that's not going to work for everybody, specifically me. So the next thing I can say is, again, the formula. You have to use this with a washcloth. You can use it with your hand, but it doesn't really have like the same effect, if that makes any sense. To me, I had to use this with a washcloth, and now that I'm back to using it again, I have to use it with a washcloth. So it doesn't have the same intimacy factor as the other one does. Another one that this one has, this one doesn't. This one isn't really travel friendly. I've taken this before when I've traveled to visit my parents. Now my parents only live 2 hours away, so it's not like my stuff is getting beat up in an airplane, but I can say I have had this leak inside my little container bag, inside my duffel bag, to go visit my parents. Lucky for me, I was smart enough or whatever to put it inside a plastic Ziploc bag and just put my whole little makeup container in it. But if I hadn't, my stuff would have been soapy. So that's the thing that this one has over this one, is the fact that this one is more travel friendly because it has a lid. Now I do think this one you can relock it. I guess you can relock it, but mine still has leaked. But that is just something personal for me. This one is more travel friendly, so I guess you could say this one wins in that category. As far as formula, again, it's really your personal preference. If you don't mind, you know, getting down there really and touching yourself, I go for this one. If you do kind of mind and want to stick with the washcloth, go for the Ashley's Naturals. But they're both pH balancing. They're both gentle enough for daily use. Now, I've never used this one twice in a day. I actually still use this one in the morning, or at night, whichever happens to be first. But you can use them both every single day. They're gentle enough for every single day. Now then, what I can say this one from Honey Pot does not have is that Ashley's Naturals does have her own Yoni oil to be able to use in tandem with this. So after you go ahead and you clean yourself up with this, you can go ahead and use the Yoni oil. And again, like I've mentioned before, you put it on your finger or you put it on Yoni egg and you slide your finger up in there and you wiggle it around, and it helps keep your walls moisturized and keep them balanced and everything. Now then, problem I'm dealing with right now is, one, I'm out of Yoni oil, and two, Ashley's Naturals has been closed for the past couple months with her moving, having another baby, and they're revamping the store now. Originally, I think they were supposed to reopen in January. Now it's supposed to be sometime this month in March. So you can't really always get this or her Yoni oil because it sells out extremely quickly. This is her #1 seller, and it's handmade in probably a different way. So you can't get this all the time, which is a bit of an issue. This one, you can actually go, if you're in Georgia, you can go to your local Whole Foods and pick this up. So that is something else. If you do not want to order online and pay for shipping, you can go pick this up in stores. Now then, I do think they're both winners in their own right, or their own respects, whatever you want to say. I do think that this one is good for if you were just getting into kind of using Yoni washes, or if you really want to have that full effect. Both of them require you to get a little intimate. This one is kind of like a one-step thing, and this one is more of two. So it really just depends on what you want to do. But for me personally, I use this one more. One, because I have ready access to it. I have this one right here in my hand. I have a normal one right here in this box that's sitting next to me. Like, I have the washes at all time. This one, you can even set up a subscription service so you can have it delivered to you every 30 days. Now then, for me, I actually really only need like every 60 days because this one really lasts a long time. You only need 3 pumps, where this one, to me, to get like a good full clean, you need about 3 or 4. Again, personal preference, and also because this comes out of the foam, it again, differences, but it's not something that's a big deal. Now then, with all that information, it's really up to you as to which one you want to use more. Like I said, I am using both right now. I'm using one in the morning and the other one at night. But I can say, once this one runs out, I might end up picking this one back up. Well, no, I know I'm going to end up picking this back one up. This one, because it's so hard to get my hands on, it might be a minute before I get it again. I will get it again, but it's probably going to be a minute. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my little smackdown and battle of the washes, letting you know what I think about each one. I don't know what else to say. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what other videos you want me to do, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.